Powered by Riverside FM.
When the full moon rises, does the beast truly stir within? From ancient folklore and chilling historical accounts to modern pop culture's most terrifying and enigmatic transformations, the legend of the werewolf has haunted humanity for centuries. We are ripping into every aspect of this terrifying shapeshifter tonight on Newsworthy. 2 words and 2 question marks.
He's alive! Have you checked the children? Get out!
You have scoured the podcast world and finally found us, Newsworthy with Steve and Jerry, where we delve into all things mysterious, macabre, or out of this world, and decide if they are truly newsworthy. 2 words and 2 question marks.
Hi, this is Ed Locke with USA Mortgage. Buying your first home can be overwhelming, but here are 5 tips to make the process go smoother. Number 1, find a lender, me, Ed Locke, that can answer any questions you might have and help you get pre-approved. There are multiple options available based on your situation. Number 2, work with a real estate agent you can trust. Number 3, don't rush the process. Take your time and know that the process could take some time. Number 4, consider all the costs. Number 5, get a home inspection and review it with your realtor. Keep these tips in mind, budget for yourself, and you'll be that much closer to making your dream of homeownership a reality. So reach out to me at 502-680-0953. NMLS ID 448908, DAS Acquisition Company, LLC, doing business as USA Mortgage, NMLS ID 227262. This is not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. USA Mortgage is an equal housing opportunity.
Welcome to Newsworthy with Steve and Jerry. 2 question marks. You are the 2 question marks. You are
Brett.
And I'm Jerry.
I'm Steve.
I like that.
You are the 2 question marks, my man. Since we're never going to put your name on the.
Says about you.
He is the mysterious and the macabre.
That's right.
He is the thing. Oh, dudes, guys, I bought a sweater the other day. I know it's hot, but I wore it and I had to take it back. It's full of static electricity. Good news is the store honored their receipt and they gave me a new one free of charge.
Fix the problem, I see.
Not even a chuckle?
No.
Gosh, you all suck.
I just heard it. As soon as you said it, I was oh, man.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, I just found out they don't actually have the real Mona Lisa in the Louvre.
Really?
Yeah, it's just painting of her.
My goodness. How dare you?
I know. I was upset too. Been lied to.
Speaking
First
of
Epstein, now this.
Exactly. Speaking of being upset, I bumped into my ex today. Well, the cops are saying it's vehicular assault, but whatever.
I think your other one that you gave just on Twitch was good too, but no.
I can give it.
No, it's fine.
You insist.
If you want to hear Jerry's nasty jokes and the ones that can't be broadcast on our show,
I would never tell
tune in
nasty
to Twitch.
Jokes.
Be happy. What?
I would never tell nasty jokes.
Never.
Never. Because I have video and audio proof otherwise.
Well, I'm just saying it depends on a person's perspective. But in my humble opinion, never. And I've seen some things that I've seen some situations, let's say you've been involved in. So there's no way you could call it nasty.
Me?
Moi.
No, I am as straight as an arrow. I am as clean as Queen Anne's lace.
Okay.
I am as I could be used as a shroud because I am such a
Okay.
dirty person.
Should I throw out a few names?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Why would you do that, Jerry? Rude.
I'm thinking if you insist, I will counter that.
No. We don't need to go into deep. See, Jerry's always hung up on facts. He just won't let us live in our world, will he,
Isn't
Brett?
that horrible?
Man.
What is it? Less than 2 weeks?
I was about to say that, yeah.
2 weeks?
I was about to segue.
MacArthur, Ohio, Logan or Hocking Hills Bigfoot Festival. Come see us. If you're anywhere in Central Kentucky, come see us. We'd love to talk to you, meet you face to face.
And if you forget that date, they can go to Newsworthy with StephenJerry.com, click on upcoming events, and it's got all the information you need there.
That is a brand new website. Jerry just finished it up. What, today? Yesterday?
3:30 this morning.
Dude.
That's the last time I worked on it.
Gosh.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
We encourage you to go check out the website. That is the next level for us. I'm stoked by it. It's easy. You want to get in touch with the podcast, there's a connect us page. You just shoot us an email. It comes right to our computers.
Comments, suggestions, ghost stories. We'd love
Tell
to
us how
hear
much
any
you
of
wish Brett would shave his back hair. Whatever.
it. Shave it. I thought we were going for braiding.
Braiding it, yeah.
Well, I mean, some people don't like all that.
We're hoping we can make enough money there to buy a can of WD-40. As you can hear,
It doesn't work. I tried, actually.
Did you?
I don't know
I wonder
what it is.
why the other ones don't. Like mine's
Well,
don't.
because we don't wiggle our ass like Jerry does, apparently.
He just
Don't have
rocks
to.
back and
He
forth.
just rocks the
You don't
whole
have the
time.
moves that I do.
Huh?
You guys don't have the moves that I
Don't
do.
need
That's-
them, apparently.
Apparently not.
Brett's had 4 kids. I had 4 kids. You had 1.
One.
We don't need those moves.
I don't know if that's a lack of moves or
Well,
someone figured out what's
it's a
causing
lack
this.
of reverse is what it is.
I got you. Lack of reverse.
You know,
I've
at this
heard
point,
all
I think
that.
your joke's okay.
I think so.
No, it's
I would
not.
agree. So, never mind.
Got a great show tonight. We're talking about a really cool crypt. Would you consider this a cryptid, or would you
I don't
consider it
know.
a mystery, or
I feel like,
Not a cryptid.
yeah, I wouldn't put it in the same category. Just,
Although I don't know what would
Maybe.
differentiate it from a cryptid.
yeah, maybe we could make that decision at the end.
yeah, maybe that's what we'll
We'll
talk
take
about.
2 votes.
Yeah.
Is it a cryptid?
But in all seriousness, does our website have a counter by any chance?
No, but I could add one.
Add a counter to it. That'd be just good information to know. How many people are seeing it, checking it out? We really want you to go check out the website. It's awesome. Got some cool pics. You'll get to see Jerry. You'll get to see me. And you'll get to see Brett without a shirt on, right? No? Dang
Maybe.
it.
We'll see. Wait, just pay some money and
Well, it's not OnlyFans, but I mean, we'll do what we can do. So, Bigfoot Festival, Logan, Ohio, or MacArthur, Ohio. It's just south of Logan.
Right.
4-day festival. We're going to be up there all 4 days. Come see us. Me and Jerry will be there, and maybe Brett.
maybe.
There is
maybe.
a reason he's not on the banner. So,
I'm the question marks. You don't know if I'm going to be there or not. That's what-
also, we applied to, and we don't know for sure. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it. But there's another festival coming in October that we may or may not be allowed to join, and that'd be really awesome too.
Crossville, Tennessee.
Yep.
Might as well tell them because I've got it on the website.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's the UC Bigfoot Festival in Crossville, Tennessee.
Which we have
It's,
not been approved for yet, as Steve just
right.
said.
We
but
did
we're hoping to
apply.
get into it.
You know, I can't imagine why you'd want not want free publicity to have us down there.
That's for the that's the second question mark. We don't know if we're going to go or not. First question mark, you don't know if I'm going to go. Second question mark, you don't know if everybody's
That's true.
For anybody.
But anywho,
also, I looked up what a cryptid is, and a cryptid is a creature whose existence is disputed or unconfirmed by science, but which has been reported or is the subject of folklore. So, werewolf definitely a cryptid.
I agree.
Yeah, meets the definition.
Also, while we're at it and we're talking about future things, We were blessed to be able to be featured on a website called Podcast Guest. And it has allowed people to reach out to us to be guests on our podcast. Had an overwhelming response. If you were one of those guests, we have went through the whole thing. We're going to be sending out emails in the next few days to get you on the podcast. And be sure to check out the podcast over the next several months as we get these folks in and interview them. I was blown away by the sheer diversity of people that applied to be on. And we want as many of those people on as we can get, because I want to talk to all of them, either on the Wednesday show, and if not on the Wednesday show, at least on the very beginnings, we'll start them in encounters and then maybe graduate to the Wednesday show.
Right.
But I don't think that there was only a couple on there that we didn't want to talk to.
And it wasn't that we didn't want to. Some we didn't
just don't
think
really fit what we did.
Right.
Right. But I'm stoked by that. Overwhelming how many people wanted to come on the show. So really good. Let's get into the program a little bit today. Brett, tell us a little bit about werewolves.
So, werewolves. Also, they are cryptid. Werewolf legends span centuries and cultures rooted in folklore, fear, and fascination with transformation. I don't know. Are you Team Jacob?
I'm not on the bandwagon at all.
What about you? Are you Team Jacob?
What are you talking about?
Twilight, if I'm not mistaken.
I love how you do. I'm Team
My
Edward.
daughter used to be into Twilight, which is the only reason I know who Jacob is.
I'm Team Edward. So back, it spans all the way back to ancient times. So ancient Greece and Rome had folklore about werewolves. In Greek mythology, the story of Lycan, king of Arcadia, is one of the oldest werewolf tales. According to Ovid's Metamorphosis, which was the 1st century CE, Lycan was transformed into a wolf by Zeus as punishment for serving human flesh. This reflects early associations between wolves, savagery, and divine retribution. And the term lycanthropy derives from this myth, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. Medieval Europe had folklore about werewolves as well. During the Middle Ages, werewolf beliefs were widespread, often tied to Christian demonology. Yep. Good man. Whose voice was that?
That was a sexy voice. I'm just saying, right there, boys. Sexy time.
So werewolves were often tied to Christian demonology. In the 12th century England, chroniclers like Gerald of Wales described men transforming into wolves, such as in the tale of a priest encountering a werewolf couple in Ireland who claimed to be cursed by a saint. The 16th and 17th centuries saw werewolf trials parallel to witch hunts. In France, the case of... Yep. I'm glad we're hearing that a second time. The case of Giles Garnier, which was in 1573, stands out among these. Garnier, a hermit, was convicted of murdering and eating children, claiming he transformed into a wolf after receiving a salve from a demon. He was burned at the stake.
Burned with a steak? That's the way I like my steak.
Burnt, I know.
Exactly.
Well burnt.
That's
Hockey
the only
puck.
way to eat steak.
He likes hockey puck.
Yes, he does.
Another notable case is Peter Stubb, which was in 1589 in Germany, a serial killer dubbed the Werewolf of Bedburg. Stubb confessed under torture to making a pact with the devil, receiving a wolf pelt that allowed him to transform. He was executed brutally, reflecting the era's fear of demonic influence and bestial behavior. Early modern Europe had similar stories, such as in 1598, the French town of Angers reported the werewolf of Chalons, a tailor accused of luring children to his shop, killing and eating them. He was executed, and his case fueled werewolf hysteria. In 1603, Jean Grenier, a 14-year-old French boy, claimed he was a werewolf, given a wolf skin by a man in black. His confessions led to a life sentence rather than an execution, and as judges attributed his claims to mental instability, an early hint at psychological interpretations, which we'll get to in a second as well. Eastern Europe and Slavic traditions have similar stories. In Slavic regions, werewolves were often seen as Vokadlak or Vokadlak, and individuals cursed or destined to become wolves after death, sometimes linked to vampirism. These beliefs persisted into the 19th century with rituals to prevent the dead from rising as werewolves. Even colonial and New World accounts are present. Werewolf beliefs traveled to the Americas with European settlers. In the 17th century, New France, which is modern Canada, Jesuit missionaries reported Native American stories of loup-garou, a French term for werewolves, blending indigenous shapeshifter myths with European folklore. These stories often depicted werewolves as men cursed for failing to observe Lent. So, science does have some explanations for a lot of these claims. The first one, as I talked about before, is clinical lycanthropy. Modern psychology recognizes clinical lycanthropy as a rare psychiatric condition where individuals believe they can transform into wolves or other animals. This is often linked to schizophrenia or severe depression, and historical cases like Jean Grenier may reflect such conditions. Symptoms include delusions of transformation, howling, or adopting animalistic behaviors. Man, this sounds a lot like what's going on in some schools today.
Very true.
People, some schools have cats.
Oh.
Anyways, projection of primal fears is another explanation. Werewolf myths often symbolize the fear of losing control of one's animalistic instincts. Psychologically, they represent the duality of the human nature, civilized versus savage. This resonates with Freudian concepts of the id, instinctual drives, clashing with superego. Scapegoating and social anxiety are also an explanation. Werewolf trials often targeted outcasts such as hermits or the mentally ill, reflecting societal tendencies. You're just all over the place today.
Dude, freaking werewolves, man. How can you, first of all, let me stop you because it's great. But how can we do an episode on werewolves and not throw in some really cool werewolf music
Let's do it.
sounds? I'm just saying.
Let's do it.
Anyway, keep going.
I've lost my place now.
I'm sorry.
So there are some cultural explanations as well, such as just werewolf stories are symbolic of some sort of transformation, a change in identity. There's connection to nature and the wilderness. In pre-industrial societies, wolves were apex predators, and myths have arisen as cautionary tales about the dangers of the wild. And there's also the religious and moral frameworks, as we talked about with the demonic, the fear of the demonic. Werewolf legends were tied to sin and demonic influence. So,
Steve, werewolf noises are one thing. You in bed is another. We can stop that now.
This actually sounds like my dog snoring.
I thought you were gonna say it was you snoring.
Well,
We'll have to ask Robin if this might be just you. She just filmed me doing this.
Oh my god!
All right, I'm done.
Dude, man, I'm telling you what, dude, I love werewolves. They are so embroiled in our culture, in our history, and just one of the scariest movies I remember as a kid. There was two movies I couldn't finish when I was growing up. One was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It had nothing to do with the gore. It had to do with the sound of the chainsaw. It was just freaked me out. The second one was The Great American Werewolf in London. Did you ever see that? Have you ever even, you probably never even heard of it.
Never?
I've probably heard of it.
I mean, it's one of the all-time famous.
It's so like I'd get like 2 or 3 minutes into it, 20 minutes into it or whatever. And when the first transformation, the first scary scene, I was out. It scared the hell out of me. It was pretty impressive. So, werewolves have been around for a long time. I know you talked a little bit about how they come from Greek and Roman mythology, the Middle Ages. Also, I want to do a show at some point because what I didn't realize today is I saw a video, and maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the video was showing the things that happened in history at the same time, and it was blowing me away. Did you know that the Great Wall of China was being finished as Columbus was landing on the new world?
Wow, no, I didn't know that.
Crazy, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like those things should even
intersect at all.
Right. The Old West, when the West was won, was also the Victorian era in Europe, which blows me away. The timelines are the exact same. There was a whole video of this. It blew me. I
thought you were going to talk about like dragons or something like that.
No.
Because dragons are like something that popped up in almost every culture.
Why would we talk about dragons?
I thought you were going to talk about vampires, and if you don't, I will.
No.
Okay.
I already brought up Twilight. That's enough.
Well, we know you like Twilight, Brett, and it's okay.
I just had to keep the consistency. I talked about Twilight many times.
We support you regardless. We are your friends here. You know, if you fall into the Twilight Club and you are team Edgar.
No, he said he was Edward. Yes.
Yeah.
He asked if I was
Edward. Is that what it is? It's not Edgar. It's Edward.
Edward. Yeah.
Okay, so you're team Edward. He was the vampire.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's also Batman.
Well, see, that's why he's the only reason I would join his team. However, the other guy, who is the other guy? Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner, yeah. He did
that guy. Swift. Well, I don't care about that. He was in the. He actually said one of the funniest lines in any movie I'd ever seen, which was Magnificent Six. No,
7.
No, yeah, no. The spoof of the Hateful Eight. What was it?
I don't know.
It was Adam Sandler and.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah.
And he's like, you have to watch. Just Google.
Yeah, I've not seen it. But
Taylor Lautner and Cantaloupe. It's hilarious. Anywho, so medieval Europe, werewolves were in their peak during the 14th to the 18th centuries. Inquisitions and witch trials sometimes included accusations of being a werewolf. There were actually werewolf trials in France. Giles Garnier in 1573 was one of such cases where people saw him executed for allegedly being a werewolf. Funny enough, when he died, he stayed a human. Go figure. It's crazy, right?
Yes, it is.
There is an actual medical interpretation. Clinical lichen. Oh, gosh. Help me with this word. What?
What? He told it to you 14 times.
Yeah, I know.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy, which is a psychiatric syndrome.
You wouldn't know that because you kept interrupting me as I was talking.
With his snoring noises.
And my voice.
Wow. Diseases such as rabies and hypertrichosis, which means excessive hair growth, have also contributed to werewolf myths. Some of the cultures. So, I guess, what?
I'll say it in a minute.
Say it now.
Did you just research my topic?
No.
All right, that's fine.
They all intersect a little bit.
They really kind of do. I mean, and I do apologize. I don't mean to cover the same ground.
No, it's okay.
In early literature, how about I switch to early literature? Is that on your stuff?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
No. Please cover all of it.
No, absolutely not. What about Native American beliefs? How about that?
You just want to talk your list.
Gosh. Though not werewolves, the European sense, skinwalkers.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second. Just in case there's any doubt in the listener's mind, we do not rehearse this. Just making sure you know. Please proceed.
This isn't the live files. We don't. That's what we're
We
kind of.
don't let AI write our entire script. That's why. I love AJ though, and I love Hucklefish. That's a great show.
No, it is. No,
It
that's
really
what I was
is a
saying.
good
It's,
show.
we're different. We're the kind of a combination of like a traditional podcast and like what the Wild Files does. I would say we're kind of in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, exactly, and that's okay because everybody does things a little different. That's all right. So Jerry, tell us about some of the cultures.
I shall do that. Well, we've already talked about some of the real world phenomena like clinical lycanthropy. We journeyed back through some of the ancient myths of the historical and cultural lore, and of how this terrifying shapeshifter clawed its way into our collective consciousness. But it isn't just a relic of folklore. It's a creature that has profoundly adapted, evolved, and terrorized its way into our modern imaginations. And today we confront the contemporary beast, the werewolf of our screens, our books, and even the anxieties of the 21st century. We'll explore how literature and media have redefined the rules, how contemporary lore reshapes the very nature of lycanthropy, and what these enduring monsters truly say about us, their creators, and our ever evolving fears. The werewolf's journey from ancient superstition to pop culture icon, which is literally what it has become, has been nothing short of a fascinating, often brutal evolution. In literature and media, these creatures have gone from unseen horrors to sympathetic protagonists, and then back again to monstrous antagonists. Early literary interpretations often built upon the tragic figure. Think of Guy Endor's 1933 novel, The Werewolf of Paris. Did you ever read that or hear of it? A tale that's steeped in psychological torment and the horror of inherited curses. But it was Hollywood that truly cemented the werewolf's first modern image. The 1941 film The Wolfman gave us this iconic tormented figure that was tied inexorably to the full moon and the bite, a curse, not a choice. This established many of the fundamental tropes. The silver bullet is the only cure, the beast within, the tragic loss of control. As decades passed, the werewolf became even more versatile. The late 70s and early 80s brought us a groundbreaking practical effects and even a shift in tone. Film like Joe Dante's The Howling, John Landis's An American Werewolf in London that Steve was talking about, pushed the boundaries of body horror, showing visceral, painful transformations that reflected a new kind of terror. The Howling introduced complex pack dynamics and an overt, confident beast, while American Werewolf masterfully blended gruesome horror with dark comedy, which made the werewolf both terrifying and pitiable. Then, of course, there was the comedic, lighthearted take in Michael Fox's Teen Wolf, which actually kind of normalized the idea of a werewolf to the point of him being a high school basketball star. I'm sure you saw that one, right? Another classic. Now, more recently, werewolves have found diverse homes in television and film. The Underworld series, you guys probably both saw that. Reimagine them as lichens, a distinct species locked in an ancient war with vampires. Told you I would end up talking about vampires. Often portrayed as more disciplined and strategic than their feral counterparts. Brett's favorite, the Twilight Saga, transformed them into shapeshifters, muscular, protective, often shirtless young men who were more about a spiritual connection to their wolf form than a cursed affliction, appealing to a massive young adult audience. And that literally did appeal. I don't know what their numbers were, but at the time it was probably far and away the most popular movies for young adults, was it not?
It came out I think the last book came out when I was in 6th grade, and everybody was reading. And I wouldn't let my like if I had a 6th grader, I wouldn't let them read it. But everybody had it. Boys, girls, teachers, like it was crazy.
It was very popular, absolutely. Even shows like True Blood presented them as fully integrated members of society, often with distinct social structures and even sexualized roles. In video games, titles like Werewolf the Apocalypse cast them as psychological warriors, battling corporate pollution and spiritual decay. This wide range shows how adaptable the werewolf myth is. Yes.
They're also in Skyrim. If you join the companions, you get to become one, which is badass. Just saying.
There you go.
Did you ever play Skyrim?
Yeah, I never finished it. I started a new campaign like 3 times.
Yeah, it's so much and so in depth to start.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get through it. It's a very good playthrough. You should play through it all the way.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I have it. So
Sorry.
No problem.
But the companions are all about werewolves, and it is pretty awesome. There's even a whole faction that hunts the werewolves in the game. So it's a whole sub mini game. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
No longer is the full moon always the sole trigger. Modern lore frequently introduces emotional triggers. Anger, fear, intense passion can induce transformation, emphasizing the inner struggle more than the astronomical alignment. Some even gain the ability to shift at will, giving them a level of control that was unthinkable in the older tales. The nature of the bite is also expanded. While still a common way to transmit lycanthropy, some interpretations feature werewolves that are born into it through direct lineage, making it a genetic trait sometimes rather than just an infection. The concept of pure blood werewolves often introduces a social hierarchy. The transformation itself varies widely, from the agonizing, bone snapping shifts that are seen in American Werewolf to the almost instantaneous fluid changes in Twilight, reflecting different levels of comfort with the beast from the beast within. The pack dynamic is hugely important in modern interpretations as well. Werewolves are rarely solitary monsters now, as they often used to be. Now they often form complex hierarchical packs with alphas, betas, rigid social rules, sometimes even hidden from human society, sometimes interacting covertly. And this adds layers of social drama as well as internal conflict, explores themes of loyalty, leadership, belonging. So, why do werewolves continue to fascinate us? What is their cultural impact in this modern age? We know that they remain popular in gaming, the Elder Scrolls, for example, novels, movies, again, the Twilight Saga. They're often romanticized or pitted against vampires in rivalries, as seen in Underworld. At its core, the werewolf embodies the fear of losing control, of succumbing to our primal instincts, to rage, to violence. It's the anxiety of civilized human beings overtaken by the untamed beast, a chilling reminder of the animalistic impulses that lie dormant within all of us. This resonates profoundly in a world that often demands rigid control and conformity. But they also represent the allure, the hidden identity, and the social outcast. For those who feel different, marginalized, or forced to suppress their true selves, the werewolf's curse can be a powerful symbol. They are outsiders, often hunted and feared, mirroring the struggles of many who feel misunderstood or alienated in society. And conversely, the werewolf can also represent primal freedom, the exhilarating, terrifying power of unbridled instinct, to shed the constraints of human society and embrace an untamed, powerful form. In some narratives, they become the protectors of nature, embodying a raw connection to the wild that modern society has largely lost. And undeniably, particularly in more recent media, the physical transformation and raw power often carry a sexual charge. Talking about Twilight here, aren't we? Exploring themes of desire, physicality, through the lens of monstrous change. So that's how that it has affected recent cultural.
what's your all's favorite movie or book that has a werewolf in it? Like that, because there's so many that there's not as many about just werewolves, but a lot of times they're mixed in. What would you all say? Because I think that's the pop culture piece is the thing that's pushed this the most. Would you agree?
Probably.
I think that a lot of the experiences that we've talked about can be explained for different mental illnesses or
I can tell you the one that I least look forward to seeing.
what?
The new werewolf, the one that just came out like this year.
Oh yeah.
It looks absolutely dog trash.
I figured it was going to be the one you grew up afraid of.
No, I would actually like to see that.
That
Yeah.
An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
That,
When's the last
that's
time you seen it?
Probably my favorite.
When I was 10,
I just wonder if you would like have the same. I mean,
Probably
obviously,
not.
probably not. You were 10, but I'm just saying, like,
It would still resonate with him, I'm sure.
because when I see old movies that I didn't grow up with, I'm like, why does anybody like? This is gonna be very controversial. I saw Top Gun when I was old.
I'm about to kill this
I
man.
know.
I did not like Top Gun
At all?
It just felt real dated to me. I don't know. I love Top Gun too, but
Well, it was dated because I don't know. It was in a very specific dated time.
but like, but there's other movies that came out that I grew up with, like love The Goonies, love E.T. I obviously love Star Wars. I love what do you give me that look for?
How could you? Never mind.
Because I grew up with it. I'm just saying, like, if you grow up with it, you're like already. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I watch something from the '60s, it's like Star Trek, the original. I can't watch it. It's unwatchable to me.
Okay.
Like the original, the
What about
original.
now?
Series.
The next words that come out of your mouth, Brett, will determine if your 4 daughters grow up without a father. What about the next generation?
I love Next Gen.
Okay, good. You
I
get
love,
to go. You can
love Next Gen.
go. You can go home tonight.
No. I watched Next Gen first. I don't want to get on Star Trek too much, but then I tried to go watch the original
Can't
series.
do it.
It's
so bad.
it's so bad.
But in fact, some of that cheese is what made it good, which is a lot of werewolf stuff. The one with Michael J. Fox, I was a teenage werewolf or whatever that was. People loved that movie because it was kind of corny, kind of, it just was a spoof almost. I don't know. But I think when you do a werewolf movie or a werewolf anything, it has to be the baddest guy in the room, right? I would think.
I think that nowadays it's kind of just fitting into that like fantasy genre of like it's just another monster with all the other monsters, you know what
See,
I
I
mean?
don't believe that. Like, do you mean like all the other monsters, like the Mummy and
Well,
Frankenstein?
not. I mean, like
and-
there's probably going to be vampires in that world, or there's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
some other
there
like
is.
fantastical like
So
creatures.
the newest werewolf that I was talking about was supposed to fit into that genre with
Right.
the vampire movie that Tom Cruise had, which I thought was really good. A lot of people didn't like it, got universally panned, but I don't see anything like the trailers of this movie are done very poorly as well. Like I don't want to watch it. It looks really crappy.
Mhm.
I don't know.
To answer your question, either Teen Wolf or An American Werewolf in London.
Teen
One of those
Wolf.
two.
That was the one I was trying to say with Michael J. Fox. That's your favorite?
One of. With
Really?
werewolves? Name a better one.
Maybe it was. I have to look it up because I like a realistic werewolf movie. I just like it when
American Werewolf
Was it
in
with
London.
Ben-
I mean, that was
Van Helsing was very good. Didn't it have werewolves in it?
realistic.
I thought so.
Van Helsing?
Well,
So what do you mean by realistic? You
Like-
mean that like they lose control, like when
like
they're werewolves?
they look like they should look. They
They
don't
act like what he thinks a werewolf should act like.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Which Teen Werewolf or Teen
Did
Wolf
not.
did not at all.
No,
But-
which is why I hated it.
I mean, when you're
Actually,
realistic, no werewolf
Unpopular
movie is
opinion.
realistic.
I'm not a huge fan of Michael J. Fox. I appreciate his struggles. I wish him the best. Not a fan of his artwork. In pretty even Family Ties, I didn't like. So
Something's wrong with you, badly.
yeah, I have taste. I didn't like
That was
Back to
awesome.
the Future. I didn't like any of those. I thought those were horrible.
Exactly.
That was actually a
Horrible.
movie I saw later in life that I did like.
All of
See,
them.
Yeah, all of them. I didn't think those were dated at
Trash.
all.
Trash.
Good movies.
Trash.
How could it be dated? It's got DeLoreans in it. the
Yeah.
original.
Yeah, a DeLorean. A
I saw a DeLorean
4,000-pound
Driving
car.
around the other day at Walmart.
4,500-pound car being pushed around by a 4-cylinder that barely made 100 horsepower.
Would look cool as junk.
Things are
Yeah.
expensive now.
That's stupid. The whole show process is stupid.
My
Just
fa-
like Teen Wolf was stupid.
My favorite's a no-brainer.
Ooh, I'm going to turn into a wolf while playing a basketball game. Woo!
But other werewolf movies are realistic.
yeah,
Give me a
amazing. Awesome.
break. Go ahead. Your favorite
Harry
werewolf
Potter.
movie?
It's not even close.
Of course.
You've never even seen it or
Nope.
read the books, have
Nope.
you?
No.
Oh my gosh!
Not a one.
And you guys,
Oh my goodness. I've got to bring this up. I know it has nothing. You brought up Harry Potter, which has werewolves, so it kind of links. Did you know? Robin and I went to Red Lobster the other day after church.
And that was your first mistake.
how was it?
Oh, it was terrible. I didn't actually even eat my food. I had like 6 French fries. That was and some cheddar bay biscuits.
In their defense, you don't really like seafood.
I'm not a
do you?
seafood fan. I ordered a chicken dish. It was chewy, and you know when you get a bad piece of chicken, and it can happen when you go to the store and buy it, and it's really chewy.
Yeah.
That's what it was, and I just couldn't eat it. But
Yeah, Red Lobster sucks.
text Robin really enjoyed what she got very much. So to their credit, whatever it is that she ordered, she loved. So anyway, on the TV, there were humans playing Quidditch
Yeah,
as a
I can't believe they had it on.
sport.
Was it like on ESPN?
ESPN 8,
Wow, Quidditch
which is the whole reason I never watched Harry Potter.
because of Quidditch.
I couldn't get past the Quidditch match right at like in the first 3 minutes of the movie. Got to that point, I went to sleep every time.
Just read the
Boring
book.
as junk.
I tell you, I think it's the best written books of all time.
No, you're wrong.
I think that adult can read it and enjoy it. A kid can read it and enjoy it. It's like I reread them and I'm like, this is so good. Even today, I reread it a couple about 8 months ago.
Why do we have him on again, Terry?
You know what? We're gonna get all these comments on our new website saying you guys got to read Harry Potter now.
They will. I mean, the numbers say that. It was an
I'm not
extremely
reading Harry
popular
Potter.
series. I'm not saying I am.
And
either.
I'm jealous that you guys get to read it / watch it for the first time.
Why would that make you jealous? That
Because
we're
I
never
want to
going do
reread.
that?
I would love to reread it for the first time.
Not happening. I got better things to do with my time.
You got audiobooks, man.
I got better things to do with my audiobooks time.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
It would be the same. I'd get to that stupid Quidditch match or whatever, and Robin was like, "Well, what is this? What is that? Where's this?" And these dudes, these literal men, were running around a soccer field with a stick between their legs, like it was some sort of broom handle or something. And I'm like, "What?"
have you guys seen the internship?
that would bother me, except it's coming from a guy whose all-time, by far, favorite movie series is Star Wars. But yet, let me guess, you want it to be more realistic.
What is he talking about? What is this man?
What is your problem
What
with
are the
Quidditch?
words that is coming out of this man's mouth?
I'm
Please
saying
help
you
me
shouldn't
understand.
be criticizing Harry Potter for not being realistic.
I'm not. I never said
He was
anything
ta-
about that.
He's talking
I
about
said
the
it
real
sucks.
people who are playing.
I'm
Quidditch.
talking about the real people, the
Who like the game.
humans
Who like the game?
They
Quidditch.
like run around with
who
the
are
broom.
wearing professional uniforms to play a game while carrying a
I can see
stick
you
between
doing
their
that.
legs.
I'm
Star
gonna
Wars.
counter you with this because literally every sport is just created like,
With the
oh, we're
basic
just gonna
same
kick
premise.
this ball on a goal. We're gonna use a stick and hit this ball,
I've
and then
heard
you
you
gotta
are, then
catch
go
it.
find it and hit it
Listen,
again.
I'm just going to say, if you ever appear on ESPN 8, I hope you have a day job. That's all I'm saying.
Kind of goes without
I don't
saying.
think they're making much money in that league. I think it's just for fun. They all have
also
other
on
jobs.
ESPN 8, a few days prior to that, we saw the Professional Arcade Basketball Shooters Group. Do you know what that is? The little arcade
Yeah, I know what the
basketball
game is.
game? Yeah, they have a Professional Arcade Basketball Association.
This is another. This is another testament to how bad Red Lobster has gotten. Is they can't afford
Yes.
regular ESPN.
Kind of what I
They have to get E
He's
ESPN. 8.
talking about the shitty sports on ESPN 8, and I'm thinking, I didn't know there was an
I didn't
ESPN 8.
either.
So apparently, I'm not
didn't-
watching the same sports shows you are.
I didn't either until we went to the restaurant. There it was. But back to werewolves.
He sidetracked you so bad.
Let's rein this
He
back
was
in.
talking about Harry Potter being
Yes.
his favorite movie
Yes, by
werewolf
far.
series of all time.
Which it is more of like a traditional like. You have to get bit, and then you can like when you turn, you have no control. So it's always a full moon.
I'll be
Anyways.
honest with you. I didn't even know it had werewolves in it. I thought
I
it was
didn't.
And there's a really
magic
cool werewolf scene in the third
Okay.
one. So
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even think my favorite werewolf thing falls into a movie category. I think it is in Skyrim. The whole series, to be able to get, you have to earn your path into the group. You have to do some stuff, and they award you with the bite. And once you become a werewolf, between at the very beginning toward maybe mid game, it's a very powerful thing. Past mid game, it's you never use it, but it's awesome. The transformation is awesome. The controls are awesome. What you can do and how you do things with your werewolf, it's awesome. And that would probably be my favorite. It's freaking fantastic. Well done.
By the way, before we went online, we were discussing whether or not werewolves were cryptids. We even
Yeah.
looked up the definition. Steve read it to us, and
Yeah.
they certainly meet the strict definition. At first, two or three of us, at least two, maybe all of us, were saying, no, it's not a cryptid.
yeah,
And for me, I think that was because, to me, werewolves are totally myth.
right.
I don't hear of people claiming to have seen a
And that's
werewolf.
exactly the thought
And that
process
was
I
my
had.
problem
Yeah.
of saying, yes, it is a cryptid. But yes, I've never heard of someone claiming.
Yeah, because even these stories, it's not very specific. It's just like these people just
Yes. Or compare that with Bigfoot, you've got tens of thousands of people every year
Right.
that says, I saw something, not necessarily Bigfoot, but their description kind of matches up.
So last week on Encounters, we interviewed Greg, who saw the Dogman.
Right.
Very similar to a werewolf, honestly. But
is that from the festival?
yep.
Let's listen to that one.
And he but Dogman is just Dogman all the time. He doesn't change back into a human form.
Right.
Do you think that werewolves, vampires, these things were a way for the human minds in the Middle Ages and a little before, up until the Middle Ages, just to understand things?
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think it was probably originated as a way to scare little kids.
Maybe, but
I don't think it was, well, I see something I don't understand, so let me come up with this strange, crazy explanation of this creature that transforms from person
that
to
is the perfect Jerry answer. I love it.
It's logical. That's what they call that.
Anywho, what do you
You?
think? What?
Okay, you asked Brett. Brett, do you think that's possible scenario for the beginning of werewolf?
Yeah, I think that it's just a combination of, there's like Greek mythology has all kinds of stories, right? So like, I mean, you got the Minotaur and like Medusa and like, so a combination of a man and a wolf doesn't seem to, and it kind of like what you were saying, it's kind of like a folklore of like, it's kind of like a tale, to warn kids about like giving into your animalistic instincts.
Yep.
And then also I just with some of these appearances or experiences, they're almost always linked with like some sort of cannibalism. So these people are very mentally unstable already. And schizophrenia is another thing, which I've been a witness to what it can do to a person, and it's scary what a person can believe. So I think it's a combination of all of that, all of the above, and it's just been perpetuated in pop culture in the last 80 years since 1941.
Yes, quite a bit. But going back, it's managed to stay in culture to some degree for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Steve, do you think that's possibly where it originated or why it originated?
I absolutely do. That's the thing about what makes cryptids and conspiracy theories so believable, is that there's usually at least a kernel of truth to whatever it is that started that. Now, it's the whole, telephone game. What that evolves into from that kernel, what it grows into once it finds some soil, if you will, is a in this case a big dog-like hairy beast that is the epitome of what every human's dark side is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
it's like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type story.
Dude,
like
my next D&D character is based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, really?
I am so stoked. Yeah. So anywho, yeah, we're nerds here. We play D&D, just so you know. I think I just gained us 20,000 listeners, just so you know.
Probably.
So werewolves, Jerry, do we need to talk more? Is it a newsworthy topic?
Okay, but we're going to take two
We're going to take
polls,
two.
right?
Yeah.
But as far as does it need more news coverage? I would say it's probably got sufficient coverage now. So no, I would
Brett?
say it does not need more.
So thumbs down from Jerry.
Yeah, I would agree. I like them in movies. It's cool, but there's no evidence that they're actually a thing that has ever been or will ever be. So yeah, thumbs down for me.
3 thumbs down, and I can't say it any better than these guys. So, second topic, Jerry.
Question is, are werewolves cryptids?
Yeah.
From the definition that you read, can you find that real quick? Or was it Brett that found it?
Brett found
It's a creature whose existence is disputed or unconfirmed by science, but which has been reported or is the subject of folklore. So here's the thing that I'm going to say in response to this. Does anybody believe that there's werewolves anymore? I mean, maybe there's one person.
I would agree.
I don't know. I don't.
Very
But
few.
like with Bigfoot, there's a mass amounts of. I mean, look at all the people we just saw in Stanton, Kentucky.
But is that question germane to are they cryptids?
Well, I'm saying, is it disputed that they exist? They don't exist. You know what I mean?
Is that different from Mothman?
Well, yeah, because people believe that he
A few,
exists.
very, very few.
You don't believe in Mothman?
Never saw him.
I don't know. If I do
Jerry
either,
wouldn't
to be honest.
believe in a ghost if it came up, smacked his ass, and tucked him into
Dude.
bed.
Not only would I believe in it, I would leave that vicinity and never come back. I don't care if it's my house. I don't care if I'm out. That's the difference in you and I. There's a ton of things I don't believe in. You prove me wrong, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge now. So back, you asked me the question. Our second poll is, are werewolves cryptids? And I would say, according to the definition that he read, it absolutely is.
Yeah, just a very low on the totem pole cryptid.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. I will say that wolves in the wood, or harken back to a time where we had candles for light at night, and you hear wolves and then you wake up and there's something bad that has happened. I can understand where werewolves come from. But
Right.
do I believe they're cryptid? Probably. According to the definition, yes. So,
Well, we don't really we don't have the fear of wolves like they probably did back then. When,
no.
I mean, wolves were probably a big problem.
Most people have never seen a great wolf.
Yeah.
In the United States, we are just reintroducing them to mainland U.S. These
Which is
things are
wild.
4.5 feet tall at their shoulder.
Yeah.
4 feet tall at their shoulder. Let me say it one more time. 4 feet tall at their shoulder. They look and feel very much the part of a lion of the North American plains.
Yeah.
Huge. And then you hear this.
Right.
Right
I mean, even
before-
coyotes, which are much smaller than a wolf. I mean, you start hearing them yapping at night,
Yeah.
and you're like, dang, they're pretty close. Like,
And not only do you hear them yapping at night, but you hear them talking to each other
Right.
as they surround you.
oh yeah,
It is an amazing thing to hear a coyote pack hunting.
because they just go. Yeah, once one starts, they all just start going at it.
And it's like, yeah, we don't care if whatever we're hunting hears us because we've got it now.
That's not always true. My brother has got kangles that he uses to guard his sheep and goats.
Yeah.
When the kangles begin barking, you can very quickly tell the difference in how fast they are moving. The coyotes are
Right.
moving to get away.
Oh,
They can
absolutely.
tell from the voice. They can tell from the
They're
bark.
not-
This is some big ass dog. I'm leaving.
Yeah, they're not stupid. We talked about the report where the Pyrenees
Yeah. Those dogs are ginormous.
Like,
Kangaroos
not
are bigger
only
than
killed,
pygmies.
there was a pack of 11 coyotes attacking this area that this one Pyrenees protected. The Pyrenees killed 6 of them, left. They didn't see it for several days because he was out tracking and killing the other
rest.
Dogs are
the other
amazing, man.
7 coyotes and confirmed those, and then came home without hardly a scratch on him. So yes, to your point, coyotes are not stupid. They realize,
No.
oh, this is protected. Let's go somewhere else. But yeah, just crazy, man. But you're alone. You have a candle for a light. You hear some wolves howls, and you wake up and you see something that's been
Different
just
story.
yeah. You make up something because you don't know any better. But I don't.
And you crapped your pants. You need some excuse for that.
Yeah, right. Jeez. I am excited about our bonus story. It is all about my 3rd favorite animal. I'm
Oh,
excited. Yeah.
3rd favorite.
That was an interesting episode, but our journey isn't over yet. If you stay tuned, we have an exciting bonus story. Wow, it did the thing again. So we're just going to go on into the bonus story. I don't know why it cut that off. We're going to have to fix that. That is not any good. So, the giant octopus civilization may have emerged under the sea. Did you all see this story?
Did not.
And it's not what scientists expected. Off the coast of Australia, marine biologists recently discovered something that defied decades of assumptions. A massive, organized group of octopuses living in a dense underwater community, sharing space, arranging rocks, even using tools nicknamed Ocopocalypse and Oclanus. These settlements are rewriting what we thought about octopus and how they interact. Octopi have long been considered antisocial loners, solitary predators with very short lifespans. But these sites, found in 2012 and revisited with deeper cameras in 2024, reveal over 20 individuals living together in stone apartments, for lack of a better word, arranging debris to form barriers, and even signaling each other with the different color skin pulses when danger and or food is near. Footage show that the octopus are stealing, retaliating, and cooperating to fend off predators, and even engaging in what seems like some sort of ritual courtship displays, far more complex than previously thought possible for anything underwater. They aren't just surviving, they're actually structuring space, behaving territorially, and even forming alliances with other octopus. Researchers are hesitant to use the word culture, but what else do you call a species that has modified its environment, developed a specific social behavior, showing learning across generations, meaning it's teaching its children to do what it's done, and especially when it's done it without either bones, vocal cords, or written language. More incredible, these octopus may have created their own habitat using discarded scallop shells and human litter, turning our waste into their building material. In a strange way, they've adopted to the Anthropocene faster than many mammals ever thought about doing. Now, biologists are deploying AI-powered submersibles to monitor the interactions on a long-term scale, hoping to learn all about these specific bonds that the octopus are creating. What we are witnessing may not be only strange animal behavior, but it could be the very beginnings of a rise of another civilization deep beneath the waves. Today's episode brought to you by our great sponsors, Ed Locke at USA Mortgage and Smoking Gun Jerky of Lincoln, Nebraska. Use code CRYPTID10 for a great discount. And Jerry, if you can't see the light,
Be the light.